Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely glad to have you back to the channel. I'm definitely pumped and fired up for you for this session. Real quick, a few things I definitely want you to know. Number one, I'm excited. Of course, you already know that we have a book. Of course, Making It Happen from Zero to Hero.com. But what I'm here to tell you, we got a new book that's out this year. You can pre-order the book. Ladies and gentlemen, wait till I tell you the name of this one. This is hot. And definitely, it's going to be, I'm going to share some basic things that's going to be in the book, but most importantly will be some things that's going to help you from a personal level, from a health and wellness level, from a self-development level, as well as from a financial level as well. The name of the book that you can pre-order is Making It Happen, Zero to Hero, Freedom. It's not for sale. Oh boy, I just get pumped up on that. So, before I get started, make sure y'all know I always forget, right? So you can hit the subscribe button. It's either up, down, to the left, or to the right. Make sure you hit the like button and ding, hit that bell button and make sure you give me some likes. So before I get started, let me let you know, of course, who I am again. My name is Fahim Muhammad, the Freedom Coach. I am a chartered senior financial planner, licensed investment broker, licensed insurance broker, mortgage and real estate broker, also business owner of the Freedom Team Apex Marketing Group, mentor, trainer, and coach, and the author of the highly acclaimed book, Making It Happen, Zero to Hero, and the new book, Making It Happen, Zero to Hero, Freedom is Not for Sale. So today's title, where we're going to talk about what is the documentation needed for you to start real estate investing and financing. Let's get started. All right, so what I want to share with you right here is that we are talking about some basic things right here. Hold on, let me, there we go. Got it taken down for you. All right, so that, the alarm going off, that means it's time to get started, right? All right, so we're going to talk about what is the documentation, and these are the basic things that you need when you're talking about getting involved in real estate. It really doesn't matter on which level. Obviously, once you have more than one or two pieces of property, I may probably give you at the end some bonus additional things, but these are the basic things. Ladies and gentlemen, let me share something with you. If you don't believe nothing that I have shared with you, remember this: documentation beats conversation. I repeat, documentation beats conversation. If it's not in black and white, it didn't happen. Ladies and gentlemen, people done gave you limited beliefs, done sold you out, they made it seem it's something all fancy and all hard in order for you to buy your own home or buy investment property. Ladies and gentlemen, it's nothing but documentation on your side. Now, you may have to figure out some things what you want to do to get the home, but getting property is very easy, okay? So we want to talk about some basic things, all right? So over my 30 years, and I talk about it in the book as well, Making It Happen, Zero to Hero, Freedom is Not for Sale, the new book out, in addition to the book that I got for free now. So hopefully you get a chance to go to Making It Happen, Zero to Hero.com. All you got to pay for the shipping and handling. You want to make sure you get that. And it's a 2-volume book, so you want to make for sure you get this as well. All right, so let's talk about it. What happens is, before you do anything, I know people normally do it backwards, okay? People go out and they start being a tour guide, okay? And I get it get you excited, ain't got nothing else to do, make you feel good. I get it. All right, and so you start driving around looking at properties, neighborhoods, or areas where you may want to go. But ladies and gentlemen, let me share a super clue with you. If you don't have the money, I don't care how much that you shop. It's like saying that you got, quote, what? Champagne taste with pop money, okay? It's not going to happen, all right? So what I want to share with you is to give you and educate you some basic stuff you need to do. And this is standard, okay? So when you get this, you're going to be able to start making efforts to get it. It doesn't matter if you want to get into single-family homes. It doesn't matter if you want to get into multi-units. It does not matter if you want to get into mixed use or just regular straight commercial. Now, again, it's some additional things that can be needed, but these are the basics, okay? So let's go right here, the first one right here. you're going to need the first two. We call it the 2, 2, 2, and 2. Okay, real simple. 2, 2, 2, and 2. That's right. Well, make sure you got that. 2, 2, and 2. So you're gonna need your first two is your last 2-year tax returns. Okay. All right. So let me just give a quick one-on-one. Quick financing about the 2-year tax return. What happened, ladies and gentlemen, they want to make for sure that if you get a particular piece of property, that they want to know what is the likelihood that you're going to be able to consistently and continuously be able to make the payments. Okay, so when you, and this is for people that are, let me make sure I'm crystal, these are for W-2 people. Okay, when you're a W-2, which means you're working just over bondage, just over broke, J over B job, that kind of thing, right? Okay. For people to work those kind of jobs, you're going to need the last 2-year tax returns. Now, what I want to share with you, they have something that you're going to sign when you do your application. And basically, they're going to pull the transcripts from the IRS of the documentation that you have turned in to compare it with your tax returns to make for sure it's the real ones. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to teach people to do everything above board, right? So you make sure you submit the right thing. All right, so your last 2-year tax return. So again, documentation beats conversation. So what really stopped people being successful, let me solve this up real simple, ladies and gentlemen. Organization. Organization, that's it. If you should have this already. One of the things that I really love, my father Abraham did, he was just huge on folders and files. Folders and files. I mean, he was like huge. That's why people call me like the bag guy, right? I got bags for everything, right? Because inside of bags, I got files and folders and stuff, keep my stuff organized, right? All right, so the next thing that you want to get is your last 2 check stubs, okay? Your last 2 check stubs. And this is something that you're going to consistently do over and over again. Obviously, I think this one is self-explanatory. Why do they want your last 2 check stubs? Because they want to make for sure you are still employed. Okay, so we want to make for sure that you turn in that. Real simple again. Documentation beats conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, there's a reason why I'm the #1 freedom shifter, the #1 income shifter, the #1 trainer in this money game, because I'm going to give you the ABCs, the 1, 2, 3s, and we're going to get to the real deal, okay? We're not going to play with it. We're going to talk about what you need to do to go make it happen from 0 to hero, and why I'm going to show you why freedom, is now for sale. Oh, y'all got to get the book, okay? All right, the next thing, last 2 check stuff. So, in addition, you want to get your last 2-year W-2s, okay? This is last 2 years W-2s. Why? Because again, they want to show that you have a consistency work. So if you're one of the people that you are changing jobs, that there's something called a compensating factor. So if you are changing jobs, then therefore, then long as it shows that like you changed job because the other place closed down. It changed job because it's a significant salary increase. It changed jobs because it's in your field. As long as that it makes sense, you can get credit if you haven't been working in a place at the same place for 2 years, but you want to at least have the same amount of income of higher for the last 2 years. Now, it is a caveat to this. I wish I'd have knew this when I'm in college. For all my college students that watching this is huge. First of all, when you're in college, you quote, get blessed on this rule, you get credit for being in college. So college is like work. So you don't need 2 years. You could just have 1 year. And also, ladies and gentlemen, I wish I'd have knew this when I was in college. Also, because you're in college, it's easier also to get a loan because you get credit for it. So you could buy a house while you're in college and you could rent it out and live rent free. Oh man, this is hype. Man, this is like big stuff, right? So let's get back to it though. Last 2-year W-2s that you want to have. The next thing you want to have is your last 2 months bank statements. Okay? Last 2 months bank statements. All right? This is basic real estate financing 101. It like blows me away. People talking about I'm not able to get property. Who told you that? I mean, how did you come up with that? If you could pay rent, you can own. I repeat, if you could give $800 over here, then what's the difference between $800 you donate to a landlord, they give it $800 and you own it to a mortgage company? Duh. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I tell you, this is why you subscribe to the channel. So y'all know I forget. Make sure you go up, down, subscribe that button to the left or right. It be floating somewhere. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like and you hit the bell. All right. So you want to make for sure basic documentation, last 2 year tax returns, last 2 months, last 2 month unchecked stuff. Let me put months on there so you don't forget. Last two check stuff. They got to be last 2 months. Depends on how you get paid. Last 2 year W-2s, last 2 months bank statements, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let me give you a bonus on here also that helps. It's something that's called your debt to income ratio. Okay, this is something you can figure out real simple. It tells you already, okay, debt to income ratio. So it's 2 debts you want to figure out. You want to figure out basically what is your debt that you have now, and this is talking about debt that is your installment debt. Okay, this is let me go. We're talking about your all right. Let me see right here, right here. So we're talking about things that are your installment debt. Okay, all right, and we are talking about your revolving debt. Okay, all right. These things are such as your credit cards, your card notes, your student loans. Those things are installment debt. So what you want to do, you want to take your debt. So let's say, for example, you have a $250. Hypothetically, card note, okay? And then between all your credit cards, you have another $250 you paying on your credit cards and your student loans. So these are your other debts, okay? That's a total of $500, okay, dollars. All right, and if you have divided by income, and say your income is only $1,000 a month, then now your debt income ratio is 50%, okay? And what they want you to have before you get homes, and of course, we tell people all the time, be a professional, hire a professional like me, and get professional results. So wherever you don't want to use me, no problem, but you got to get a professional, and so they can talk to you about exactly what some things you could do to lower your debt to income ratio down. But they're looking at, you want to get somewhere about, if you can, because you can get a home almost anywhere, you want to get down for sure to about 40%. And this is with, of course, your new payment as well. You want this with your housing payment as well, okay? And so that is the key, okay? So you get your documentation in order, lower your debt to income ratio. Ladies and gentlemen, you can make it happen. Yes, I know you was like, well, I told you can't get a house because you ain't got good credit. Ladies and gentlemen, we got programs who work with that. Make for sure that you can look at other videos on our YouTube channel. We got one talk about how to increase your credit score in 30 days. So we got all kind of programs on how to increase your credit right now. So we got all kind of things with that. So we want to show you, even if you got what is called what is called really not good credit, like anywhere between like about a 580 to a 620. Credit goes from 300 to about 800. So we want to let you know, even 850 sometimes. So we want to show you that you can have bad credit because they have different programs. So now, let me close out. I always want to give y'all a lot, and I know y'all don't like too much, and I want to give you TMI. So let me get ready to close with this, though. The reason why we can always get you in a home, because it's various programs that people don't know about, okay? It's various programs. And looking like, boy, this stuck on this board. I ain't using that marker no more. What that marker don't even want to come on. I don't know what that's about. Okay. All right. So it's programs such as VA, FHA, and what is called conventional. I'm going to make it real simple, ladies and gentlemen, so you don't get confused. All right. So VA stands for Veteran Administration, which means you need to be a part of the armed forces or a spouse that's a part of the armed forces. And ladies and gentlemen, some of you didn't even know, if your significant other died and they was in armed forces, you could still use the benefit. Oh, again, be a professional, hire a professional, get professional results. You ain't know that. The next one, FHA, Federal Housing Administration. And what happened is, each one of these have their own debt to income ratio qualification factor to get you approved. And then the next one is conventional. All right. So each one of these have their own factor. Now, the next thing I want to share with you. So these are talking about getting loans. Let me share this with you. You do not have to be a veteran to buy a VA property. You have to be a veteran to get a VA loan. Man, I don't even want to blow y'all away today. I know y'all like, what? I know you ain't heard none of this stuff. That's why you want to make sure you give the freedom code. So, As I share with you, make for sure you definitely get the new book that's out, Making It Happen, Zero to Hero. Freedom is not for sale. You can get it on pre-order. Make sure with that button, hit that subscribe button up, down, to the left, or to the right. Make sure you hit the like and give me the bell, and we make sure we get that to you. So remember, documentation beats conversation. If it's not in black and white, it didn't happen. In order for you to start to be a beginner investor, just to get your foot wet and getting some property, ladies and gentlemen, this is part one of it. These are the basic things you need to do. So as I say all the time, good things come to those who wait, but only what's left over from those who hustle. Again, my name is Fahim Muhammad, the Freedom Coach. Free yourself, and your dreams will follow. Y'all have a good one.